Good morning, good evening, good whatever. What's up, board game people? We're back with part 2 of our news and updates from March 2022. If I don't get this one out soon, I'm just going to keep adding more and more to this video, so here we go. As always, all opinions presented are my own. I might get some things wrong, but that's because despite trying, I'm still just human. So, if I get something wrong, or if we disagree, let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to discuss. If you like this type of content and coverage of board games and crowdfunding campaigns, subscribe or leave us a like and help us grow the channel. First up, it seems Waste Knights has finally settled on a date to launch their newest campaign for their huge gameplay expansion Beyond the Horizon. This expansion takes you out to sea to explore the lands beyond mainland Australia in search of sunken treasures and ports of trade. Battle the elements, deadly sea monsters, and search for allies because even the sea is out to claim your life. This campaign launches on April the 26th on Kickstarter, and I'm fairly certain, or maybe it's just wishful thinking, that we'll be able to pick up the core game and other expansions at that time. You can sign up to be notified of the launch at the link below. Euthia, Torment of Resurrection is launching the Fierce Powers expansion, a reprint of the original game in early May. They've posted an update sharing some of the inspiration and lore for the expansion and some amazing artwork to go with it. These are the type of pictures I wish we could get large, high-quality prints of to hang on the wall. The Necromancer and the Dryad have become my new backgrounds for my computer. I love these. Be sure and follow the campaign on Gamefound to receive a free Griffin mini expansion when the campaign goes live. The Kingdom's Forlorn campaign ended with a bittersweet rush of emotions. While we didn't get all 3 knights that were revealed as last-moment goals, we did manage to get Great Ubar, Sir Uberic van Erich, the Ape Knight. They wasted no time whatsoever in starting to tease that there's more to come as well. Kingdom's Forlorn is planned as a long-running project for Into the Unknown, and they're starting to show us a glimpse of what the future may bring. In this tease, it appears they're giving us a glimpse of the new kingdoms, or knights, or both, that we may see in the future. One swept by a wave of greed, one twisted by madness and desire, one hollowed by the need to control, one torn to shred by envy and the laws of old, one mesmerized by a web of lies, and the one that started it all. Yeah, this is going to help the next few years pass faster while we wait for the game. I'm so excited to actually be able to play. Until then, they state that the Pledge Manager should be opening next month, and the backer grace period will be announced then, with it being a minimum of at least 2 weeks to upgrade your pledges at the original price. Expect to see another update in the next 2 weeks, so hold on tight. This might get interesting. Isaac Childress has posted an update, or more of an informational post, for Frosthaven. This update contained the expected MSRP of the game, coming in at a whopping $250. This does not mean backers will be paying any extra. MSRP is the recommended price for retailers, such as your local game store, to charge for the game. The increase is from $160, which was their original estimate. The amount of contents and cards has driven that price up, and Frosthaven is now massive in compared to Gloomhaven. Tanares Adventures and RPG and the Kitchen Sink have posted an update with all of the information for their Pledge Manager. The Pledge Manager is open and is ever so slowly going out to people. There have been some initial problems with shipping and getting some of the pledges carried over from the Adventures campaign correct, but they seem to be working through the issues. There's still time to late back if you would like to as well. Just head to the RPG's Kickstarter page and click the late backer button there. Just a warning, it's expensive. I'm all in on this one, and if my wife ever finds the bill, I'm dead. So if you don't hear from me at some point, just assume she figured it out, and for dog's sake, don't tell her what I really spend on projects like this. The update also contains a decent amount of development previews. I found the town building to be of particular interest. If you want more details, check the link in the description below. The Teburu game system has landed on Kickstarter and is featuring the Bad Karmas as its launch game. Teburu is a gaming system that enhances the board gaming experience. It seamlessly integrates the physical and the digital worlds, keeping players focused on the board and its components, while the system takes care of the game rules, enemy behaviors, and storytelling events. I could fumble on and on about what the Teburu system is, but I'd rather point you to King of Average's excellent video covering both the system and the Bad Karmas game. If you back at least the Teburu Believer pledge during the campaign, you'll also receive a percentage off new games as they're launched on Kickstarter. I believe it's 1 or 2 games depending on your pledge level. At this time, there are plans for Sword and Sorcery and a new Vampire the Masquerade game in the near future. The Bad Karmas game is a boss battler that looks quite fun, and they've recently revealed new character packs that really up the ante for the game. The system is now funded and is working through stretch goals with another new game mode on the horizon. Check it out at the link below, and check out King of Average's Teburu video at the link below as well. Awakened Realms opened up their vault in support of Ukraine and sold off their remaining copies of This War of Mine and a few add-ons, giving all of the proceeds to charity supporting the refugees fleeing the war and criminal violence that's taking place in Ukraine. Altogether, they raised 48,000 euros. I'd love to see more of this type of support in the industry, and I commend 11-Bit Studios, Awakened Realms, and the game's authors for putting this together in such a timely manner and making a difference. If you were lucky enough to snag a copy of the game, they'll begin shipping those out from their EU hub this week. So a quick turnaround for both those who bought something and, more importantly, those who desperately need our help. Thank you to everyone involved. Tamashii Chronicles of Ascend is launched on Gamefound and funded in moments. The game continues to get heavier and heavier, in my opinion, moving a bit away from the light moniker. Recently, they revealed the Katie's Diary expansion pack and the Cybercat additions to the game. My wife saw these and immediately demanded to have them, so I guess I'll consider this permission to back. They seem to really be listening to the fans and have modified the sculpt for Katie, who seemed to have a little bit of a zombie-like expression at first. They also revealed the Unknown Zone that's populated with fan-fueled ideas. It'll be interesting to see what inhabits the zone in the next few days. You still have 7 days to get in on Tamashii if you haven't already. In other Kitty news, I mean gaming news, Etherfield has chosen to eat all of the increases in shipping instead of asking for more monies from their backers. Again, I find myself commending Awakened Realms. I sense a trend. If you'd like to help them out with the shipping or give them a pat on the shoulder, or if, like me, you have a cat fan in the house, they've released a new dream. This comes in a special cheap promo pack called Kittenburg and costs just £15. You can read all the details in the description linked below. If you choose to pick up this pack and add it to your order, it will not delay the shipping of your order. They'll be airshipped to the hubs, and it will be added to your box before the hub ships it to you. Also, shipping for Wave 2 English is drawing near. I can't wait to finally have my turn to jump into the dream world. Finally, we have another interesting update from Harakiri Blades of Honor. They're currently gathering information about shipping prices and plan to open the Pledge Manager in April, but do not have a date set yet. They're working to efficiently reduce the volume of the boxes needed to be shipped to the backers to help save on some of the costs. In this update, they show us a preview of the tiles for the game with some nifty 3D models they created to help with the layout and lighting studies. The tiles are looking fantastic. They also show some improvements they're making to the game board map. Points of interest are receiving more traditional artwork, and the map shows more shadow and dimension. The update also contains more info on gameplay and mechanics. Check out the full update linked in the description below. Sorry for the dearth of news videos lately. There's been a ton of news following Chinese New Year, and I'm still working to find the best rhythm for these news videos. I don't intend to do them every week if it's not needed, but I have one more video's worth of news to cover, so expect another one of these in the next few days to a week. I also have plenty of other content coming your way, including some more unboxings using my new setup and format. Hopefully I can improve those. If you like this kind of content and want to see more coverage of board games, both retail and crowdfunded, unboxings, honest reviews, and off-the-wall crazy stuff, please consider subscribing or clicking that like button. Thanks for watching and play something fun tonight.